Yo, what's going on? Today we have an interview with, well, I've got to say, like, hold on, let me just stop that. We both have, okay, I like it. So I'm here to interview Cuddle Core, amazing TEKKEN player, but recently became a Red Bull athlete. Now we're going to talk about that in a bit, but there's a couple things I want to ask. I just want to ask how you're doing. How was your 2021 been for like in terms of gaming, life, and everything else? How's it been?
So 2021, just the year has been great. I have no complaints about it. I've been doing my thing, kind of diving into different sections of esports, diving in more to how I want to kind of mold my gameplay, really getting to the heart of who I am as a person. Definitely have undergone therapy that I'm still going through now.
Oh man.
Just to be very connected to myself, because work and like being involved in communities can put a stressor on you as a pro, as a person outside of the game as well. And to be my best, I realized that there were some things I had to confront mentally, especially since some of those stressors did come from working and the workplace, this industry, and just kind of being okay with protecting my space, but I'll always kind of, especially the biggest thing has been generating my lane and loving, just kind of celebrating me and enjoying the things I do and helping others and finding out the way that I like to do things in the community, just things that make me feel comfortable, just coming into my own. So I've really enjoyed all of that so much, while not doing, not creating a burnout, because I think getting burnt out while working is super easy.
Yeah.
So that's something I've been really focusing on this year, is like knowing when to say no and when, and making time for the things that I can make time for. And
that's good that you can speak up about therapy, because a lot of people kind of like to dodge away from getting therapy when they actually need it, and if they are taking therapy, then they don't really talk about it. So I feel like that's a very good thing to kind of speak up about. In terms of ICFC run, I wanted to talk to you about that, because it's hard to deny that you've been putting in the work on ICFC. I've seen that you've been beating a lot of people, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure you won one, right? Did you win the whole season?
I won 2. I won seasons 2 and 3.
Right. So you won 2 seasons. I just wanted to be double sure. You won 2 seasons. That is absolutely crazy. Like, I don't even know where to even begin with some of these questions. So like, how did you even prepare to even go to these tournaments and actually become at that, at that high level? Because there's a lot of people that was competing. You got Bin Chang, you've got Joey Fury, you got loads of different people that are playing there. So like, how did you I'm not saying that you're like, obviously we all know that you to be a great player, so there's no discredit to you, but it's such a fierce competition where anyone can win it, but you've won 2 whole seasons of it. How did you prepare for something like that, and how do you feel winning?
That's a great question. So think about it. Every week is a lot of the same people, right? With some lesser known people thrown into the mix, but still very strong, right? So they're like, wrenches thrown into it. I have a coach, and so we would, it's just, honestly, every week I would go over the footage, whether I won or lose against those players. I would go over it with him and ask questions, and any small thing I saw that I was like, well, maybe I should kind of lab this just to be sure for next time. Even if it was one small thing, I wanted to perfect my game, and I want to perfect my game that much. So he and I would go over it every single week. There was never a time, we never skipped. It was either Sundays or Mondays, we would review the footage. If I got a 9th, we'll look at the footage. If I got first, okay, we'll look at the footage. Anything in between that, we'll look at the footage. It doesn't matter, because especially when it was somebody that if I lost to them, I said, I could have done this better. And I'm like, hey, can we watch this? And he's like, of course. We would watch. And then he's like, you'll go against them again next week. It's weird. My coach is kind of like this. He knows. You'll get the run back. And it's ICFC. These are a lot of the same people competing every single week. And so, as a player, I think about, when I fight these people, what are their weaknesses? What are their strengths? How do I play to those? Because like I said, you're gonna play, you play them every week, you're gonna play them again. And I think the more I learned about their weaknesses and their strengths and understanding my own tempo and how that works, it made it easier and more comfortable for me to assert myself, my play style on them when that was the case. So yeah, I really have to, like, you know, kind of say I appreciate my coach and like the watching the footage part and the troubleshooting and the theorizing about the game. That's why, honestly. Yeah.
No, that's good. One of the things that I do as well is I like to watch it back, but you have a coach, so it's easy when two eyes are watching the one footage. You both can discuss and say what is the best scenario to do in situations. Which brings me on to my next question: is the coach someone that we can't talk about, or is it someone that I know?
Oh no, yeah, I've tagged him in tons of my like posts. It's Chungi.
Oh.
Yeah, that's no secret. It's just I don't talk about what we actually get into. It's just a simple, like, you know, we watch the footage stuff is what I can say. But yeah, because a lot of that, like, you know, because of what he's taught me, I can kind of like do it a little quicker in game now, because, you know, he's not there when I'm playing, but it's all the stuff that he's taught me, so I'm conditioned now, and I want to get better and better with it. But it's definitely, you know, I feel like I'm improving a lot because you know, like you said, having another pair of eyes is very important. And I have to say, like, therapy also in general, like, you know, having a coach in game is therapy for me, but also having like a therapist outside of the game is like two different types of ways to like it's made me feel very like comfortable in myself when I play, and like being kinder to myself, because I think as professional players and like competitors in general, we're very hard on ourselves.
Yeah.
But when you lose, or like there was a round that did not go your way, God, does it feel like your heart sinks. But it's Tekken. There's so many comeback factors in the game. You're never done. It's never ever over. I've been down 2-0 and I've come back 3-0. Like I mean 3-2, 3-0, 3-2. So it's like, and it's just about mental fortitude and the stamina and your mindset. It's just so important, like how you see yourself and how you want to see yourself. How do you want to play?
Yeah. No worries. All right, so I want to talk about the Red Bull athlete now. This is what circulated a lot on Twitter. Like, I saw it and I was like, whoa. Like, and the reason why I said whoa, I'm gonna be blunt about it. We've never seen, like, I've never seen a black athlete, like Red Bull athlete before. Maybe there might be one, but I've never seen one. And I've never seen a black female Red Bull athlete. So for me, it was a huge deal. And, you know, we both know that I'm always for, you know, us lot to kind of get out there. And so for me, it was just a big deal. As soon as I saw it, I was just like, bruh, I'm so happy for you. How did it all come about? You know, like, how did it, like, what happened? Because I saw that everyone was at this venue and it was all playing.
Like the Red Bull like boot camp made by Red Bull Gaming and Anakin. Yes.
Okay, so so I saw all of that. I didn't really keep up with the streams. I had a lot of stuff going on, but like, was that all a build up to this, or what happened? Like, how did I'm so confused.
It was much of a surprise to you know, to you as it was to me, like because, like, you know, that kind of stuff where like Red Bull, like, you know, sponsors and stuff like that, you know, that they're like looking at people and researching them for like months, right? And maybe even years, I don't know, but like, it wasn't just like that. It wasn't, that part was not the surprise or anything, because, you know, there has to be talks of things and, you know, preparation and stuff, but it was the ceremony itself I had no idea about. That was the part I didn't know. Because Anakin was a part of it, and like the boot camp itself was its own separate thing. But like, you know, the official like signing and all of that I didn't expect it. I thought I'd have more time. And I can't, like I said, I can't say everything or whatever, but I thought I would have more time to kind of like get used to the idea. I'll just say it like that.
No. But you don't have to give away too much. It's cool. Like I said, I was just shocked when I saw that video, that 49-second clip. I was like, what? And I saw the hat, and then he gave you the hat, and I was like, what?
They set me up. They set me up. They set me up, and Anakin and his surprises. that dang Anakin. So pretty much, yeah, he, as you saw in the clip, we played, because I thought it was to, they said, now the film crew also said it was to recreate a photo of like us playing, because we had in-house tournaments every single day amongst the 5 of us.
Oh, right.
And it was because we because I had played them like in the previous tournament, and they were like, yeah, we want to recreate that, get some pictures. I said, fine. I thought it was just one game. I was like, whatever. No, yeah, one game. And I'm like, okay. So then after the match, I get up, he gets up, he has the hat, and he's like, I think he said like, congrats, or like, you go dude, or like, I'm like, and I pointed out the hat earlier.
Okay.
Online, I said, oh my god, I said, I love that hat.
You deserve it, Cuddle. You work hard for it. You earned every bit of it.
And they presented me with the hat. He presented me with the hat.
Crazy.
And I was like, I said, I really thought. I was like, I was thrown off because I didn't know I'd be able to celebrate it like that with everybody, because it was everybody.
Yeah.
It was JD, Joey, Shadow, Anakin, myself, like the Red Bull staff that was there, and like the photographers, people that I, you come to like, talk to during the boot camp, and I really like they were very like supportive, and the trainers as well, our trainers and like the professionals who like taught us things about nutrition and diet and like sleep and like physical training and stuff. That's what they did there for us. And they were like, you're a Red Bull like player, the athlete now, like all of that. And I'm like, so I got to celebrate that there with everybody. Like I said, like it threw me off, and I was like, whoa, like me, I'm like, I feel like a turtle when it comes to like processing like emotions. Like I'm like, I'll stay in that moment for like ever. But because it happened so quickly, like that part, like the surprise, the ceremony, I felt really good about it.
Yeah.
But I also felt really good the fact that like I'm like all the work that I've done, I appreciate my work, and I know other people do too. But like to know that like they had appreciated it and had been watching, I know, and I know because like you don't just make those assumptions, and go, well, you know what? Let's take a chance on this person. It's because of my work.
Yeah,
and I'm really happy about that, because it was like that ceremony celebrated all of that. That's what it felt like to me. Because they knew stuff. They knew stuff that like I never assumed people to know.
Yeah. Now you've worked really hard. Like obviously 2 ICF wins back to back. That's crazy. But we're not we're not even on all of those. It's just all of the stuff you've been actively competing for years, and
have a lot of great finishes too. And like a lot of them are top 8s, and being a lot of people. But a lot of like high level, top of the world class, all of that, and represent high level American play. One of the best American players. I definitely will say that, because I am. I've been that for a very long time.
Yeah, you got to celebrate it, man. You got I feel like one thing is that people don't celebrate the stuff that they done, and they don't give themselves the flowers of what they done. And you've been doing it for some time now. So even like Red Bull coming and just saying, look, you're an athlete. That's crazy. But one more question about that, because I don't want to touch too much on it. I know there's probably some hidden stuff that's probably going to be coming out along the line. What are the what does a Red Bull athlete mean? Like just to, you don't have to give too much, but like I want to know what it means, and I'm more sure that a lot of people want to know what that means, because obviously some people might think of it as, oh yeah, it's a sponsorship, and yeah, you're a Red Bull athlete, you're gonna get sent to tournaments and stuff. But what does it actually mean?
So being like a Red Bull athlete, or like they like to refer to it also as like Red Bull player, is because I think about like myself and like the other people I've seen as like athletes. I also think of, or players, I think about Anakin also as an example. since he's one of the closest examples I had of one before I was part of the family. So what like makes one is esports players or like gamers, we're also still athletes because how our brains work, like physically what our bodies go through as we play is why we're also like players and athletes too. I don't think people think about that enough, but like we undergo so much physically and we have to still work out physically to be as good as we are. Because it's still we're exercising everything, our brains, our hearts, our bodies. But it's also not just that. It's also excellence in the game, but it's also what you represent. And because I think about myself and what I represent and you know what I speak for, what I'm passionate about, the causes that I work with my influence. It's what you're doing with your influence in the game, but also outside of it, and how you exercise that excellence no matter where you are. That's what it feels like to me in terms of being a Red Bull player. Truly, that's what it seems like, because I think about what Anakin does, and it's the same thing, because he also generates like events that people can like have exposure in, but he also teaches people. He teaches people with his influence, like the Tekken Academy that he had, the same thing. He brought on other like players to help teach people like fundamental concepts of Tekken, you know, and like that. Those are they're leaders. Red Bull athletes are leaders as well in their communities. So, yeah.
I respect it, man. Again, I'm gonna be paying a close. I pay close attention to what's going on. We always talk. It might not be. A lot of people might want public tweets and stuff. I don't do that. I'll just DM you and say, "Hey, look, congratulations." I do that to everyone, all of the players that I see doing well. So congratulations. All right, we're gonna wrap this one up with what does the future have in store for you right now. So obviously now you've done pretty much a very big thing. Again, Red Bull don't choose every Tom, Dick and Harry. They don't choose everyone. So for you to be in that box of of their quality streets, the sweets and stuff like that, for you to be in that, like, what is your like what's in your mind for the future now? Like, what do you want to do?
It's in my mind for the future. What do I want to do? Okay. So what I want to do, since I am part of the Red Bull family now, in terms of like creating events to give exposure to players that are up and coming but might not have the resources, I would love to tackle that a lot more. Just players across the board, giving them like that tournament, like where they can get interviewed, people can learn more about them, because I don't think we get to see that enough. But I definitely am thinking about it in terms of like American talent, and like having something like that where like it's just boom, just American Tekken just like everywhere at this particular tournament. But it gives a lot of exposure to especially newcomers as well. There's a lot of like up and coming players who are really good. It's just it's always about a means of having the exposure and the networking. But also I want to continue to get stronger at Tekken, high level Tekken, because I've definitely accomplished a lot in terms of goals for becoming a stronger player, but there's still so many things about the game and like mental aspects and competition that I still want to like definitely grow past and get better at. It's kind of an ongoing process in becoming a stronger competitor always. So I'm going to continue to do that, wins and losses, learning from them, and getting stronger and stronger every single time. But yeah, I have a lot of goals with that, and also just doing a lot of great work with Red Bull in the game, outside of the game, bringing a lot of exposure to things that I am passionate about, whether it's like causes like charities or like maybe marginalized groups in the game community, and working with them on different things. But yeah, I definitely want to do a bit more of that, because I've done like work with like certain like gaming like organizations that tackle those things, but kind of being able to do it kind of on my own and hey, I want to help this cause, or like do something really cool with them would be awesome. Now that I kind of have more resources to work with, that would be great. Yeah, just continuing to use my influence to not just benefit myself but others, and continuing on with my coaching with EXO Academy, because I've been doing that. It's gonna be my 3rd season with them.
That's where Athena came from, right?
Yes.
Excellent Heihachi player.
She's phenomenal.
Yeah, she's really good. And obviously you doing the coaching work, again, that's a big thing again. So this is something we didn't even speak about before. You've been putting in a lot of work for some time, and me being who I am, I just want to tell you, like, just be happy now. This is it. Like, the love, the hate, whatever, forget about all of that. You just need to just be happy now. You've got it. You've got to the place where a lot of people would love to be. I mean, everyone would want to be a Red Bull athlete, and you are one of them. And yeah, you've done the groundwork now. This is your time to celebrate life, enjoy life, and be happy. So, and if you ever need any influence or any, no, even not even influence, but even if you wanted an extra platform or extra support, I can help you out. My squadron can help you lot out. Whatever. That's it. Like, it's all about just being happy in life. You don't need to be, you're doing the thing. That's all I can say. You're doing the thing. Be happy. And yeah, like, I look forward to seeing what other things you got going on, because you're always doing something. And that's one thing I like about you as a brand, as Cuddle Core. You're always doing something. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep striving. Keep. We're all climbing the ladders here, man. So, and you've just climbed a big ladder. So yeah, keep doing your thing. And I want to see what else comes, man. Definitely want to see what else comes your way for sure. So yeah, to wrap it up, let them know where they can find you on the social media.
Oh yeah, so social media, you can find me on Twitter under Cuddle_Core, Twitch, the same thing, Cuddle_Core, Instagram, TK like Tekken, TK_Cuddle. Yeah, those are my 3 main ones for now.
All right, cool. You're not doing TikTok or anything like that yet?
I can only kind of manage like 3 social media, because I have Facebook as well, but that one's tough. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And 3 is like it's a huge number for me. Maybe in the future.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, everyone, I hope you lot enjoyed this interview of Cuddle Core again. Keep climbing. You're doing amazing stuff. If you don't like this interview, I can do more interviews, so let me know in the comment section down below. Maybe I'm a good host, maybe I'm not. You lot let me know. And if I'm a good one, I might start doing more. But let me know what you lot think, and I'll be on to the next one. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.